Lesson 4. Part 1. Accentuate. The dark frame accentuates the brightness of the picture. Aim. He aimed at the lion, fired, and killed it. The hunter took aim at the lion. Audience. The audience were very excited by the show. Bless. They brought the children to church, and the priest blessed them. Bundle. We sent her a large bundle of presents on her birthday. Characteristic. What are the characteristics that distinguish the Chinese from the Japanese? Communicate. We can now communicate with people in Europe and America by telephone. Radio, television, and newspapers quickly communicate news to all parts of the world. Connect. The two towns are connected by a railway. Correspond. Janet and Bob corresponded for many years before they met. The house exactly corresponds with my needs. Darken. The sky quickly darkened after sunset. Part 2. Deny. Their employer denied them an increase of wage. Discharge. Factory chimneys discharge smoke into the atmosphere and make it dirty. The servant was discharged for being dishonest. Dull. The blade of this knife is so dull that it will not cut a radish. Endeavor. He made an endeavor to save the drowning girl. The sick man did not endeavor to get better. Excellence. His teacher praised him for the excellence of his report. Fade. The flowers in the garden faded at the end of summer. Fist. He raised his fist and threatened to hit me. Frighten. She was frightened to look down from the top of the tall building. Ghost. They claim that the ghost of the murdered man appears every night. Hardship. Hunger, cold, and sickness were among the hardships of pioneer life. Part 3. Huge. Samson was a man of huge physical strength. Inferior. His grades are inferior to mine this semester. Invent. Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone in 1876. Lighten. A candle lightened the darkness of the great hall. Male. Boys and men are males. Girls and women are females. Merit. Each child will get a mark according to the merit of his work. Mortal. He received a mortal wound soon after the battle began. It's beyond mortal power to bring a dead man back to life. Opportunity. I'm glad to have this opportunity of speaking to you. Palace. His home is a palace compared with our poor little house. Peasant. Many peasants were needed to help the farmer with the harvest. Part 4. Pity. Witty. I gave the beggar some money, feeling pity for him. Preface. What did the writer say in the preface of the book? Proportion. The proportion of sunny days to rainy days last month was 4:1. Religious. Religious services are held here every Sunday. Resume. We resumed our journey after a short rest. Ruin. Proper care protects our property from ruin. She poured water all over my painting and ruined it. Scrape. The boy scraped the mud from his shoes. Sharp. She cut the meat with a sharp knife. The meeting starts at 2 o'clock sharp. Don't be late. Skill. The teacher managed her pupils with wonderful skill. Part 5. Sour. Some people do not like lemon juice. It tastes sour. Square. A square has 4 equal sides and 4 90-degree angles. Stout. He was too stout to fit into his old clothes. Superintendent. He is the superintendent of this school. Tangle. I don't like to sew with thread that tangles easily. Thumb. He accidentally hit his thumb with the hammer. Treaty. The peace treaty was signed in Paris last summer. Vanish. Their fear vanished when the storm ended. Warfare. Civilians, as well as soldiers, take part in modern warfare. Witty. A witty person makes witty remarks.